All right, 12.4. I believe we skipped 12.2 and 12.3 was last week. That's right. This chapter revolves around analyzing data. Our last section focused on what was going on in the middle. This is going to just give us a visual of the data broken into fourths. Box and whisker plot is a graph of data values. It breaks each section into 25% portions. So where do you get the values? The key values revolve around the following points, which some you should already know how to find. The minimum, actually you know how to find all of them, you just don't understand what they are. The minimum is the lowest value. First quartile I'll discuss. Median we know how to find. Third quartile I will discuss. And the maximum we should also be able to find. So the only new values that are new to you, as I just said, are first and third quartile. But really they're not new. It's just figuring out how in the heck to use them effectively. So the first quartile is just the median of the lower half. The third quartile is the median of the upper half. So there is no trick to, or there is a trick to this, but it's best learned through experience. So let's just go ahead and get straight to it. Make 3 box and whisker plots and see how it goes. So what you want to do is find the 5 key values first. So again, minimum, quartile 1, median, which is really just quartile 2, quartile 3, and max. So again, your median is just honestly quartile 3. Median is just typically your second quartile, but it's actually the median. So the minimum is 2. The maximum is 30. The median is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1 for 1. And again, you don't want to destroy it because you really want to make sure that you understand what's going on. So 10 is my median. Now here's the thing. If your median is actually part of the information, then you kind of cut it in half this way by covering it up. Let me say that again. Since 10 is actually the median, this middle number is actually the median, then when we do our first quartile, we actually cover the 10 and look at this portion of information, which means now we're looking at the middle number for this, which if you put 2 with 8, the middle number here is 5. And if you look at this side, if you put 18 with 30, your middle number is 21, if I can get my pen to work. But again, that's the trick. Find your median. After you find your median, if the median is actually a number in the set, which means it's a middle number, you cover it up, and then you find the median of the front, that's your first quartile, find the median of the back, that's your third quartile, and then that gives you all the information you need. Now, you just pretty much make a number line that contains all these numbers, looks like from 2 to 30, so it looks like I'll just go 0 and count by 5s, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then just kind of approximate where you are. So 2 would be somewhere about here. That's your minimum. 5 is about here. So you just kind of put a mark for every one. 10 is here. 21 is going to be slightly past that part, and 30 is over here. You then draw a box around the middle 3. So a rectangle like this, and then your whiskers connect to the outside, and there's your box plot or box and whisker plot. And this is what you call the interquartile range. And again, those are your min and max, but again, every one of those lines represents minimum, quartile 1, quartile 2, quartile 3, median, quartile 3, and maximum as you go through it. So really it's not that bad. The good news for your homework is that you don't really have to make a box and whisker, but you do want to make sure you understand where the numbers are coming from, because that's the key part. So on this, for your median, again, your minimum is 4, Q1, median, Q2, and max. Your max is 19. Your median, let's see, 4 and 19, 6 and 14. Notice 10 and 13 go. And so what I want to do now, remember whenever there's 2 in the middle, that I want to find the average of those. So 10 plus 13 equals, divided by 2 equals 11.5 is my median. But because this is not part of it, what I will do is draw a line to represent where the median was, because 10 is not my median, 13 is not my median, which means I actually now use these 3 numbers. And of course, the middle of these 3 numbers is 6. That's my first quartile. The middle of these 3 numbers is 14. That's my third quartile. And now I'm going from 4 to 19, so I think I'll just again count by 5s. But I only have to go up to 20. And again, your minimum's 4, so put a line about where 4 would be. Quartile 1 is at 6, so I'll put a line about here. 11.5, which is slightly past 10. Doesn't have to be perfect. 14, which is slightly behind 15, and 20, which is, I'm sorry, 19, which is right in front of 20. Again, the middle three boxes or middle three lines make a rectangle, and then your whiskers attach that way, and that's all it is. So again, your 5 key points: minimum, quartile 1, median, quartile 3, and maximum, and that gives you everything you need there. Six, 10, 14, 14, 18, blah, blah, blah. So here we go. I'm sorry. I need to write the numbers. Minimum, quartile 1, median, quartile 3, and maximum. Your minimum obviously is 6. Your maximum is 22. Your median is, again, there's 2 numbers here, so 14 and 18. Averages out to be 16. And because 16, that number is not actually in the middle, we split it here. Now when we go to find the median, we have 6 to 14 and 10 to 14, which again means my median is going to be in the middle of 10 and 14. So I do 10 plus 14 equals divided by 2, which is 12. That's my first quartile. And then here, 18 to 22, 21 to 22. Again, my median is going to be in the middle. What number is directly in the middle of 21 and 22? That's really what the average is, and it'll be 21.5. So I'm going from 6 to 22, which means I'll just start at 5 and go to 25. 6 is going to be slightly past 5. 12 is going to be slightly past 10. 16 is going to be slightly past 15. 21.5, same thing. 22 is going to be, actually it'd be on this half over here, more than likely. Somewhere around there. Other than that, remember your middle 3 lines become a box. Your outside lines become whiskers. And there you go. So that is what you're learning today, or that's what you'll be working with today. So do your best. And again, send me questions if you have them. Just make sure it's something. If you're sending me an email, just keep in mind to be efficient that your question, I should have something I can actually answer or something I can analyze in that email. If it's work on paper, great, send me the work. If it's a question, make sure you verbalize your question as well as possible so I can listen, so I can read it and get you an answer back. Other than that, like I said, do your best on your work and good luck.